In today's video, I'm building a colonial house in Bloxburg. I want to be living that American dream with a
white house
with
blue shutters.
So let's get started. So on screen now is my primary inspiration picture. And just over here are some of the decals that I've prepared for the video. So it's gonna be proper fancy. Really? Low battery? I just started. Now, for once in my life, I'm actually going to follow an inspiration picture how it's meant to be followed. As you can see, the house in question has actually got a flat front. The rule of thumb in Bloxburg is do not make a wall longer than about 5. I'm going to court. But the thing is, real houses, they are flat as a pancake. So I thought today I would just give it a try in Bloxburg. And I'm also going to be making the house quite big. Because not going to lie, you have to be pretty rich to have a colonial. However, if you're thinking this just looks like a cardboard box I throw in the gutter, look at this beautiful chimney. Every colonial house has like a big, massive, chunky chimney on the side, and I'm going to be using none other than the basic shapes to accomplish this. I'm talking the basic cube. I'm talking the horizontal wedge, and they're normally in a triangular shape. So I'm using the wedges to get the triangle, and then the square is just going to like level it off at the top. And oh la la, that's a little bit of pro building for you there. That is literally the most mid building I've ever seen. But anyway, we're going to copy and paste it on the other side, nevertheless. And there we go. That is perfect. Except, of course, it wasn't perfect enough. I then spent another 10 minutes leveling it out. Also, roofs in colonial houses could not be simpler. Like, this is my dream roof. Just literally one click. And it's done. And I'm assuming America has like a good guttering system. America has pipes on their houses. I'm pretty sure everywhere has that, right? Let me know. If you live in America, does your house have pipes on it? Because basically, I'm going to be adding some piping around the roofs. And has anybody worked out what this new money thing is? Like, why is it saying plus $428? Is this not expensive enough? And just a little tip of the iceberg, we're going to add one running along the top. Although it's a little bit Willy Wonka at the moment. Let's just balance that out. And I would really love to add fences along the top. Like, you know what I mean? Spiking out of the top. But it's just a little bit too short for that. However, I have an idea. I think it's called a truss. Okay, it's not called a truss. It's like the little triangle thing. Wait, is it called pyramid? Yes. If you add a bunch of these in a line along the top, it's very, very expensive, but it actually ends up giving a similar design to the fences. And oh, that's such like a little simple but cute feature of the house.
Oh, nah, I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen nothing.
Now, the other thing you're probably noticing in the diagram? Are we in biology class? In the inspiration picture is the little nugget roofs. Next on the action plan is the balcony out the front. Like, is this a colonial house or is this a colonial mansion? That's the real question. So I'm going to be layering my roofs here. The first one is going to be dragged out a little bit. And then how I'm going to layer it is the next one is going to be a little bit thinner. As for the pillars, I either want to use the fancy or the traditional. And I might be a little bit cheeky and actually use both. When it comes to fences, Bloxburg has been very generous. We have several options, although the one in the picture, low-key look like they've just gone like that. Also, I'm just adding these walls in for a second because I think we're in need of some structural beams. And so far to me, that's, ow, I clapped too hard. So far to me, that is looking blimmin' stunning. And it's almost too tempting to put the front door in right now, isn't it? Like a traditional front door. If this is not colonial American style dream home alone house, I don't know what is. We got some traditional beams. And well, when I say traditional beams, what I really mean is cornices. And somebody told me I should be putting these on the bottoms of my houses as well. Next up is the color scheme. Now, this is the first time in history I've been contemplating using decal bricks. I never normally want to do it, but I just don't know. I feel like the Bloxburg bricks look so musty. So I think for now, we'll stick with these. However, I found this really nice color. That is the RGB code. I don't know if that's what you guys need to use it. Forget decals. This is blimmin' stunning. Now, there's not really pillars on the side, but I'm going to add some just for a little bit of a finish. Yeah, that's nice.
Nice.
And now we just need to get the pillars in for these roofs. So I probably should have waited to place that roof in, but no matter now, no matter now. Basically, I'm going to grab this pillar, make sure it's resized to the perfect length because we don't want to be messing it up. Then we'll put it on the large grid. And yes, should be pretty easy actually. Did that just say $43,000? That is how expensive my roof is. And also, I think I've had second thoughts about these. I'm so sorry to whoever suggested them, but I'm actually thinking a medium baseboard. And this looks like factory to me, except it has far more like panes of glass in it. So last time I tried to make custom windows, it didn't end up so well.
Honey, You've got a big storm coming.
But I'm going to try again today, and I'm going to base it off the factory window. So that is basically the exact size of the factory window. Now we need to make custom window panes. So it's sort of like we're making hashtags, which is very fitting for Roblox because they blimmin' beep, 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 tag out everything you try and say. So does that look like a perfect square? And look, guys, that is actually well cheap. $145 each. So on the inspiration picture, there's actually only 2 windows rather than 3 on each side. Do you know what? Surprisingly, I think 2. And the main reason for that is because we haven't actually added the shutters yet. Because I'm pretty sure if we just put them on like that, it's going to look really weird. Basically, we're going to be getting the structural beams and then we're going to be resizing this outwards. And I'm going to be trying my literal hardest to make this copy and pastable.
One eternity later.
And finally, after 15 minutes of trying to work out how to get this all copy and pasteable, it should be working now. So the moment of truth, does it actually look good? That does! That looks amazing. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but the top windows on Colonials are actually a little bit smaller, but I ain't wasting no more of my life making windows. So these ones will just have to do. And the final window that I'm going to be making is genuinely using ones that are already in the game, the factory. Basically, how you do it is you make quite a wide middle one, not overly chunky, and then you make some thinner ones to go next to it. And then the middle one gets a little curve, done it? And if you're feeling extra fancy, then you can even line it with a traditional beam. And there we go. That is officially the windows done. Well, other than these ones. But girl, I'm literally stealing these same windows and we're going to live happily ever after. So next step is adding the chimneys. Sorry, I need to like get my brain out of window mode. That literally took me half an hour. Isn't that shocking? Oh, well, if it's not going to work my way, I'll just have to make it myself. So we do want the chimney to be pretty much as tall as that. So if we just outline this with these beams, which to be fair, I've had quite enough of these beams for one day, then there we go. That actually does look like a chimney, just without the annoying smoke. I wish you could turn the smoke off the chimneys in Bloxburg. What a wonderful colonial house. Oh, this looks picture perfect. So I'm not going to do the front garden now. I think we'll do that a little bit later on in the video. I just really am eager to go inside now. I guess it's why they call it colonial, because it just feels like Colonia. Okay, I don't know why I'm going with that. And then we have these perfectly equal rooms on each side. But a colonial house, I kind of feel like they would have all of their rooms divided up. So I'm thinking this room here should be like a study. Then on this side, we're going to have a dining room and then a big kitchen. And as for the stairs, oh my gosh, I simply need to be using the recessed stairs. I just feel like it's a little bit too wide.
Did you just call me fat?
And I've tried a lot of different options, but I think at the end of the day, what we're gonna have to do is just have a double staircase, but like a square one like this. It still looks very, very nice, just not as nice as it could have looked. Of course, it's gonna require some windows on the back, and at least that way we have like a nice tall window for the stairs. Okay, this ain't actually as bad as I thought. Then we're literally gonna have a corridor like this. No bigger, no smaller. So we've got a bedroom here, which can have its own bathroom, then the family bathroom, then another bedroom and another bedroom with its own bathroom as well. And of course, I'm going to be going for that Reese's Classic quill grey marble into the bathroom. And I feel like we should maybe do a different plank today. I'm thinking maybe a cloudy grey plank. The only thing is with placing layered flooring is it takes a blimmin' yonks. And there we go. Now, sometimes people ask me why I don't build this good in my build battles where there's a 1 hour time limit. I've been filming for 90 minutes. It takes time to make such gorgeous builds. It is no myth that if you want a good house, you have to put your sweat and tears into it. And as far as the wall trims go in here, I'm trying to go for the most colonial style wall trims I can think of, and panels does the trick. And have you guys ever thought to put pillars on your stairs? I don't think I've ever had that thought before. But it's just crossed my mind right now, and I think that looks awesome. So I'm obviously going to be starting with the kitchen today. Did I really just put a front door? Imagine having front doors at every room. You had to like ring and be like, let me in.
Let me in, please. I said to.
Yeah, no, I meant to just put the normal traditional door. However, there is another type of door you can use. I'm not going to use it today because I don't think it matches very well. But basically, what you have to do is get a modern fence, and just hear me out here. You then go into fence gates and pop this on, and you just color it the same as we just did there. And basically, you get your very own custom door. And then how you fit this into a room is you use a traditional outline. And there you go. Isn't that magical? But as I said, I don't think it goes well with our build today. As for our counters, I'm kind of stuck in my old ways, guys. I'm too attached to the rustic. Until a better one gets added to Bloxburg, I don't think I'm ever going to change. I'm so sorry. Now, speaking of those traditional openings, I'm actually going to get the medium-sized one, and we're going to pop it right here, smack smack bang in between the kitchen and the dining room. I'm hoping it's obvious why I've done that. So I'm trying to get a head start on the appliances by adding in a hood and the oven. Although this hood is very big for this little oven. I mean, is it possible to double this oven up? That is like giving a little bit of colonial vibes. Now, what kind of paintings can we use in here? I'm thinking we actually need to get some marble out, but I want you guys to comment down below how much you think the house is going to be worth at the end. Bear in mind, we're probably going to be adding a flashy car, like expensive bedrooms. My guess is going to be like $500,000. And I actually think this is giving roleplay home. Like if I had a roleplay series, I would probably do it in this colonial house. And a lot of you guys actually asked me to do roleplaying, but I just don't think I ever would. Not on Bloxburg. I do have a second channel, however, which I do sometimes play roleplay games like Brookhaven. So if you do want to see a bit of Reese's roleplay, then go sub over there. And please remind me never to say Reese's roleplay again. That sounds so wrong. So we'll pop our oven in there. We're even going to upgrade to the Arctic fridge. And I'm going to do a very special building hack there involving this glass beverage dispenser. Basically, what you need to do is go ahead and grab yourself a transparent basic cube. Now, this is one of the oldest building hacks in the book. I think it came out when the fridge came out. Then this should, yes, just all connect into one. It's actually for practical purposes. Now, you can just go up to that and press like take glass of milk or something. I don't know, whatever you're fancying drinking. Anyway, next up, we're doing an island bench, and I'm going to be using these console tables. Now, you might be thinking that looks like utter trash. And I agree with you, but we're about to fix that by adding on another basic shape. We'll pop a lovely table runner with lemons. You really thought I forgot about the lemons. How could I? And is it just me who's thinking corner shelves would absolutely eat just here next to the door? I love that phrase, like, I'm gonna eat you up. But right now, it does kind of look like it's strangling my door or something weird like that. Once we've got some jars in here, hopefully it will look a little bit more built in. Nah, still looks like it's being strangled. Anyways, that is the kitchen done. So, dining room next, and this is where I'm thinking we should be having our first mural. Let's just start how we mean to go on using the biggest one that we have. So I kind of think this looks like the Taj Mahal a little bit, just like in a cherry blossom location, but it certainly looks stunning at the end there. This is honestly making me emotional. I'm thinking about using the Victorian table. And what would you guys do if I actually made the table like that? That would have to be some sort of April Fool's nasty prank. Oh, baby! That is stunning. That just looks like such great handiwork. Now, we have a mural on this wall. I don't want to add anything wrecking that, but I do want some fireplaces. So I'm going to add 2 in this room, 1 in each corner. And I really like the bright light in the kitchen. And then in the dining room, I prefer like a moodier light. For some reason, I already thought I added a dresser in here. I'm so sorry, guys. So just before we can officially call these rooms done, we just have to add the roof beams in. But yeah, I just love having loads of beams. It really helps the room in my eyes. So we may as well do the hallway, but I'm not going to lie. I just shoved a dresser in here with some seats. And also, is it weird if I put like a clothes rail here because our coats are being hung up? I actually think it looks really nice and also perfect hiding spot for a candle. I mean, I guess we also have to add the chandelier here. This is technically part of the entryway, right? And wow, that is stunning, if a little bright. Guys, all I need to do is grab 2 of these pillars and come with me, come with me, come with me. I was gonna save this for the living room, but I simply need it here. Basically, if you look up on Pinterest, Bloxburg mural codes, it's gonna come up with loads of these. And basically, it's exactly what it says on the can. A bunch of different decal codes, which when you bring them together, makes a little mural. And also, since we're upstairs now, I might just use a cheeky bit of Bloxburg wallpaper. As I said, we're definitely going to be using a mural in this room. And obviously the wall's a bit longer in here, so we can actually use the third part of it. And I'm going to be going for some pale pink walls in here. Now, we've got to remember that this is a colonial home. It is not a colonial museum. So I need to actually make it look comfortable. I think any big storage unit like this screams family home. Also, where are they? Where the hell are they? They've got a little square box. These are my favorite little plants, and I actually love them so much. I think I'm going to put them onto the front porch as well, right? We don't have a porch right now, but I'm going to add one. Once I've done this room, I'm going to go add one. Anyway, let's add a comfy sofa. So I'm going to be making it custom, and it's going to be made from the bevel. So we're going to be making it thinner and like maybe this high. We don't want it to be too big. And if you're building one of these for yourself, you do not need to have it in any particular pattern. You can just go pretty wild with it.
You be wildin'!
a beveled cylinder, and these just go on there. That gives you a little bit of extra curve on your sofa, and then a bunch of these pillows with some lemons. I need that lemon joke to end now, guys. And then yeah, we've just got like a little armchair there, and I purposely left room back here, and I don't even need to say what. A grand piano. What I am gonna add down here is like a little play area, because I'm pretty sure this is a 5-bedroom house, and one of the bedrooms is a nursery, so it kind of makes sense that you might have some young kids in the Colonial. And I'm definitely not using that mural again for the 500th time. Now, as for the office, I always do the same layout. So today, I'm making a big effort to switch it up. We're gonna grab these chairs from the dining room, and we're gonna first of all start with a little meeting table. And I think I'm gonna use the fancy desk. But there we go, I think that's quite a cute little office now. But just before we go upstairs and do the bedrooms and all that jazz, I feel like we should decorate the exterior. So from this picture again, it has like a really nice driveway. This actually connects. I didn't realize that, but there's something so enchanting about the all white. But obviously we do have to make it concrete, otherwise it just wouldn't be realistic. To the garage, which will just have like a little imaginary hallway here. You're not actually gonna be able to get through that. But of course, we need to add like a little French door here. And then I made this as small as I possibly could, whilst still being able to fit 2 garages on. Although that does look very, very cramped, like almost too cramped, like it's giving me anxiety. And actually we'll go ahead and like use this. I'm gonna nab the pillars that we used up there, because these are gonna go perfectly on the sides. Now, part of me knows that I really needed to build another custom window for the garage, but I wanted to put that off. So somehow I just did all of the gardening. And suddenly this is what it looks like. Yes, guys, that may or may not have been me trying to get out of building another window. I'm just very windowed out. But at the end of the day, I think I'm being a little bit of a drama queen. Do you know what I mean? It is just a window. So I'm gonna try and make it almost exactly the same size as this. So now that we have the rough shape in, and we'll add in the rough outlines. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I think I've pretty much managed to get it the same. And honestly, there we go. That fits in good enough. So all we have now is the bedrooms. And I think I'm only gonna do one, and then I'm just gonna copy and paste the rest, because you don't need to see me build 5,000 bedrooms. Now, I've just realized this is the master bedroom. It's actually low-key small. Like, in a real Colonial house, it would be so much bigger. Then I was thinking like a little seating area, and also we should probably put a mirror and closet at least somewhere. Now, finally, we have the bathroom. I just realized this is an ensuite. How dare I put another door there? And we're gonna do my good old sink hack. So if you don't know how to do this, you need a basic cube, and you need to resize it down to 0.45. And that's actually a very important number, because otherwise it's gonna be sticking out. Then you go ahead and you pop on your bowl sink, and look, custom bowl sink. And with that, guys, the Colonial house is done. Let's go look around. Okay, chickens, if you're wondering, the value of this plot, now, remember your guesses from earlier, is, oh my, what? It's only 479,000. That is so cheap. For $500,000. Feast your eyes on the newest Colonial house in town. This 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-garage estate is perfect for families of up to 7. But seriously, guys, this is amazing. I can just imagine in my little roleplay car being like, oh my gosh, kids, I think this is the house for us. Oh my gosh, it feels like home. And do you know what it really reminds me of? It really reminds me of the Home Alone house. But let's go and take a peek at the interior. So as we walk in, it's feeling a little bit cozy in here. And I'm not gonna lie, the entryway is a pile of crap. So let's head in to one of my favorite rooms. The dining room, how beautiful did that look? Like, just swinging the doors open into this beautiful room. And we've got to be honest with ourselves, the mural is really what's making this. Just over here is the kitchen, and I love these shelves. Yes, they do look like they're strangling up this door, but as a whole, the kitchen's pretty beautiful. Just opposite, we have the lounge room. Now, lounge rooms with me are very hit or miss. This hit the nail on the head with a bullet. These windows are absolutely gorgeous, combined with the mural, and then to top it off, the custom sofa. Now, I don't know if you can actually sit on these properly. We'll just twirl on it. Oh my gosh, look, we can do some ballet. And then where all the money is going to be being made is in this office, which is just as beautiful, to be fair. So let's go ahead and send some emails out. Now, as we go upstairs, this is also a sight to behold. So most of the bedrooms look the same, just with this bed in, but the master bedroom is over here. Now, I'm not going to lie, as we came upstairs, I'm a bit disappointed. I was running out of steam at this point in the video, but at least I did manage to get myself a beautiful shower. I hope you guys like my newest build, the Colonial Mansion. Leave your ideas of what you want to see in the comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.